Alright everyone, welcome back to another review, and this time we're going to be covering Friday the 13th Part 3. The movie that introduced us to this. Jason's iconic mask, the iconic look. The look that has transcended now nearly 40 years. When you see this mask, you know exactly who it is. And it ain't Goldberg the goalie from Mighty Ducks. It's motherfucking Jason. So yeah, Part 3 is very special in that aspect, in terms of giving us the mask. However, as an overall movie, I don't really care for it. I actually think Part 3 is one of the weakest movies in the bunch. I mean, yeah, it builds upon 1 and 2, builds upon 2 actually, but the characters in this movie, they just don't do it for me. I don't like Chris, who is our final girl. She comes across as extremely annoying, and has this really out of place, over dramatic monologue when she's telling Rick, her boyfriend, about this thing about her being attacked in the woods, and it's so melodramatic. It's just in her acting, it's just so cringing in time at certain points. And it's unfortunate because the actress has gone on record saying that she took this job just for a paycheck, and it shows in her performance. And it's been a bit of a letdown. I would have really liked the original idea that they originally had, was to bring Ginny back and have her be in a hospital. I think that would make for a cool movie, because Ginny is a cool character, as I said previously, because of her role, because that's like that child psychology hook that she had. And I would have liked to see the franchise kind of build upon her again, but it is what it is. And we have other characters like Shelley, who's the practical Joker, and he's okay. He's not bad, but he ain't good. And you got Vera, the girl he's trying to get with, and she comes across as like a bitch, who's just like, oh, I like you, but I don't want to do anything else for you. So it's like, she got spear through the eye. That's what you get for messing with a fat boy. And the fat boy got slow slashed off screen. Whatever. And you got these 2 stoner characters who are just there to die. And you got these other 2 characters who are pregnant with child, who are Chris's best friends. And the girl gets like the Kevin Bacon treatment, with Jason underneath a hammock and puts a knife up through her. The other guy gets probably one of the coolest kills, because he gets cut in half from like the waist, from like in the middle. And it's completely. It's actually pretty cool scene. So there's like, even though the characters are unmemorable and the story is virtually non-existent, the kills are at least pretty good. The final, even though I don't like Chris as a character, I still, don't mind the final chase at the end with her and Jason. It's still entertaining. It still got suspense. Still has a good atmosphere. Steve Miner returns again behind the director's chair, and he does a real good job as usual at creating the atmosphere, creating the tension, building up the suspense, leading up to the big climax, which is the final fight. And of course, Jason's demise in this movie is Chris takes an axe and hits him right over here. So yeah, that's really all I got to say about. And you got these biker characters, but they don't mean nothing. Jason takes them out with ease. That's why I said this movie is just middle of the road. It's clearly just there. It doesn't really add much to the mythology except for the mask. These characters are throwaway, and you can tell this movie was throwaway, which is why I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. And I give it a 4 out of 10 because it gives us the mask, which alone is a 4. And it does have some okay kills. Other than that, you can skip this thing, because it doesn't say much and doesn't really mean much in the overall long run. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Friday the 13th Part 3. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll check you back next time for more.